If you were to say Fate Zero, and then the title of this episode is called Golden Shine, there's got to be something with Gilgamesh. Like he's the epitome of Golden Shine. What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius, back at it again with episode 15, or season 2, episode 2 of Fate Zero. Last episode we had the Mayan River battle, which was just insane. Berserker versus Gilgamesh, Karya versus Tomoyoki, everybody else versus Caster and Ryunosuke, except fucking Kiritsugu ended up shooting Ryunosuke, killing him. Thank the Lord. Like I'm sorry, but I'm glad he's gone. And then he's gonna manipulate the situation to see if we can somehow get Lancer to uplift his curse on Saber, so she can use her anti-fortress Noble Phantasm on Caster. Because at this point, with how much he's regenerating and just being a nuisance, I could see that, you know, working. And then, you know, like I said, Karya versus Tomoyoki, that's gonna be an insane fight as well. I'm super excited to hop into this. I'm gonna cut all the bullshit. I'm just gonna throw out the plugs. Remember, with certain shows like Fate Zero, I cannot post reaction on YouTube, so make sure you click the link in the description, watch the review, come back here, watch the reaction, come back here and watch my review of everything. Now, with shows like this where the view time is a lot shorter, I really appreciate any likes you guys can give on the video. It means the world to me. If you guys want to see the entirety of the episode or the next one ahead, you can always check out the Patreon. Then, as always, follow me on Twitch and on Twitter. I appreciate you guys. Let's hop into this. Fate Zero, Season 2, Episode 2, Golden Shine. You know, an episode has you enraptured the whole time when me, Mr. Note-taking himself, didn't write down a goddamn thing. Like, it was so much to do with dialogue. Again, the philosophy of kinghood and what that means to lead your people, which is hilarious just because I was just playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey the other day, which I want to stream sometime, but it's just, I have so much fun with it that I just play it so much off stream that it was Alexios, who's the main character, who was talking to Socrates, who was arguing with someone else, and they were talking about whether kinghood is an art, and they both agreed that being a king or a leader is an art form. But then they said, is medicine not for the betterment of the patient, not the physician? Is carpentry not for the betterment of the building, not the woodworker? So is leadership not for the betterment of the people rather than the leader? And I thought that was interesting, the way they looked at it. And I thought of this. I thought of this show, and I've never really been the leader of any sort. I've never been in a position of power or of that much responsibility, even to the slightest degree. But it's such an interesting philosophical take all three of them have, all being kings of their own time period, of much different kingdoms, and it's so interesting to me. I love the debate. I love the philosophy that's going on. I love how they're all opposing. Yeah, they can agree on some points and then very heavily disagree on other points. Like Saber Ryder and Archer agree on some points, but then Ryder just said it himself, they'll never fully see eye to eye. And now Gilgamesh has a certain appreciation for Saber, but Ryder still disapproves very much of Saber's way of kinghood and how she acts and takes upon her people's hopes and pride. And it's just so interesting that by itself, like without the insane action, the insane berserker stuff, without any of that in and of itself interests me so much this episode. Then you have Berserker going absolute ham. I want to know who he is, why he's attacking Saber, but I also thought it was so badass. He was shooting out missiles, rockets, he had the chain gun. Even though his fighter jet got destroyed, he picked up the chain gun. But then Archer, Diarmuid, everyone was trying to take care of him. Oh man, Diarmuid got rid of Gay Bude. That's crazy. Just to help, because he really, I mean, Kiritsugu was right. Like, he manipulated the situation very much so, but it worked. Not only is his specific servant, because he wants to win the Grail, that's the end of and that's the bottom line, you know, he wants to win the Grail. Not only is his specific servant now much stronger because of that, but also they were able to take out this threat, which, you know, everyone was afflicted with. So that's crazy. And I love how he said, nor you and I are going to win tonight. Diarmuid said this, but it's going to be the chivalry of knighthood, something along those lines. That's going to be the true winner. And, you know, and I love also how Saber was like, I take this I take this injury from your battle with me not as a disrespect, but as an honor, because now with it, I've gained your respect and I get to fight with you who are worth 10,000 men. And just like, there's just something you got to appreciate about honor and knighthood with these guys, because there are so many people like knighthood and honor as a class are not very present these days. You know, everyone's all about secrecy, just, you know, betrayal, backstabbing, getting the better on one another. But, you know, like even in old Western times, you know, just leave it down to a duel, you versus me, 1 versus 1, you know, whoever wins wins, you know. Like, it's just like there's a certain respect I have for levels of honor in real life and in shows that, you know, you just don't see. And like, not to bring it over to My Hero, especially no spoilers if you haven't seen My Hero Academia, but there's a certain mafia group where one of the leaders was a very honorable man, even though it was an evil group, did things by the book, had a certain level of pride, and then somebody else took over, that honor washed away, did whatever he needed to do to win, you know. And I respect the honor, you know, I really do. I'm super excited to hop in this next episode though. This was a fantastic one. Excalibur was amazing to see. That animation was gorgeous. If you guys enjoyed, like I said, please leave a like. It means a lot. If you guys want to see the next bunch of episodes or rewatch this one in the full length because you really liked it, you can always check out that Patreon down below. Make sure to follow me on Twitch and on Twitter. I appreciate you, Dapper Squad. Have a great day, you guys.